Larissa and Cassidy in the Valley. Hey, welcome back, y'all. I think today we should talk about some differentiation.
According to Carol Ann Tomlinson, a teacher who differentiates instruction proactively plans and carries out varied approaches.
Oh, that's a little intense. But, I remember back in the day, I would look at all the students' work and then figure out what each student needed and then start to try to form groups. Then I had to figure out, well, where was I going to have those groups work? Is there anybody that could lead those groups? And what are all the groups going to do? Now, I'm not lying. It was well worth it, but that was intense. And we're tech coaches. So why are we talking about differentiation?
What is the point?
Well, what you just described does sound like a lot of work. Now, great for the kids and probably totally worth it. And I think definitely going to get you to those, everybody being proficient. Yeah. What I wanted to talk about was using Google Forms to help you kind of intervene and actually differentiate in the moment. So during the actual lesson, the teacher has less to do because you've done all the front work, but the students are still learning and moving forward.
Now we can use forms for quizzes, surveys, or any form of data collection, or maybe we just want to get some feedback.
So here you see we have students in the classroom. They use this Google form to actually check their understanding while they're working through this worksheet. So after they figure out their answer, they're going to put it in Google form. It's going to let them know if they're right or if they're wrong. And then if they're wrong, it's going to take them to an intervention that actually reteaches the process. So in this case, they actually use a YouTube video to reteach the process of cosines. And what also is nice about that, then the teacher can kind of monitor and see where the students are at. Then the teacher knows which students to intervene with personally because they might be falling behind and they want to make sure that they have understanding. So some great things that I heard from the teachers and students were things like the students asked more questions. They were more engaged in the process. And students said things like, I learned more and I was able to understand if I was doing what I was supposed to be and I didn't feel lost.
I liked how if you got the question wrong, it sent you to an intervention, which gave you like a step-by-step. Yes, I definitely do because you would question like if you got it wrong.
Just having the kids go through the form took about 20 minutes, whereas if it took us, if we were to lecture on it, then you have the kids being disengaged and they're having to be accountable for themselves as well. So I could see which students like really struggled through it and how many times it took them to get the right answer, even after getting the intervention. 100% easier because it's doing it for you. And so with that slide we had as an intervention, they could look back and fill out how many times whatever they needed. So, and they get the feedback that they need every single time they answered. So easier, 100%.
Wow, that looked amazing.
That did look really cool. And if you'd like to learn more, ask Larissa or Cassidy. We'd love to help you in any way possible. Or you can just click this how-to link up here, and that'll kind of outline the entire process of how we differentiated using Google Forms. Once again, I've been Cassidy.
I've been Larissa.
And we'll see you next time.